jam-packed arena here in Oklahoma City. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Doris Burke. And we've got David Aldridge on the sideline. We've got a Western Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this Oklahoma City crowd wants some love from their Thunder. Opening night of the regular season, blue sky for every team, Doris. Optimism is high. Players thinking about all the possibilities ahead.
No doubt. It's a time of tremendous optimism for both the teams and the fans of these teams. And the culmination of the work you put into the offseason, who's improved their skill level, who's added a dimension to their offensive game. We're all salivating for the start of this year.
Cannot wait. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Utah, Ingles outside with Favors at power forward. Rubio teams up with Mitchell in the backcourt. And it's Gobert in at the center position. 6 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
Westbrook passes to Adams. Screen by Adams. And George kicks to Adams. George against Ingles. Baseline Jay on the way. Good. He hits the jump shot.
This is one of Paul George's go-to shots. His confidence and ability to rise and fire quickly from the mid-range crucial.
Rubio the pass to Gobert. Mitchell outside. He feeds it to Favors. And Grant sends it back. George, that's a two-pointer. Offensive rebound. Adams. Westbrook up top, covered by Rubio. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in.
How about the smothering defense by Ricky Rubio? He's got terrific size for his position and affects the shot there.
Adams' shot is off.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Right, perfect contest in that instance, Greg, making it really hard on the shooter to have any kind of space at all.
Now here's Rubio. Favors with the screen. 5 to shoot. Ingles can't get it to go. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Grant, that's good.
Well, this guy is a high percentage shooter from this particular area. Because he can elevate off the floor, it's nice and efficient.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Rubio kicks to Favors. To the paint. Kicks it out to Rubio. Over Westbrook. Another miss by Utah.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
Grant with a screen on Rubio. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
What I love about Russell Westbrook is his single-minded pursuit of a championship. But boy, you better bring your game if you're a member of the media. He wants good questions in an orderly fashion.
And Russell Westbrook with plenty of accolades to his name, but all interview team, Dora is unlikely to be mentioned there.
Kev, I wouldn't call him loquacious in the postgame. He lets his play do the talking, certainly. And Kevin, that speaks volumes in and of itself.
He's off on the first.
Wow, the fire, the passion. Russell Westbrook plays the game with such unbridled intensity. The relish he takes in competition on a nightly basis is special.
And he's good on the second. The Thunder went into free agency with a lot of question marks, but ended having a big summer.
Able to retain Paul George, and that was the first and largest key. Getting a player like Noel for cheap was also a big help for this group. The Thunder were at a fork in the road last season, but this team now as dangerous as ever.
Well, I think at this point he's proven, Derek Favors, that you've got to respect his mid-range. He is capable when given room.
Screen by Grant. Adams with the screen on Mitchell. Lets it fly from 18. The shot misses.
Oh, a lapse defensively, and they actually get away with it. Bad idea to leave him open consistently, though.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Rubio against Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. And here's Ingles outside.
Well, Steven Adams will make you think twice if you're coming near the cup. He will send it back.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Well, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
Now here's Westbrook. Got a piece of it. Here's Roberson. Covered by Mitchell. Roberson dishes to Adams. Gobert with the defensive effort. Utah trailing here. Rubio left side. Pass to Gobert. Mitchell kicks to Favors. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Roberson. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. It's stolen by Gobert. Now Rubio. Gobert the screen. And it's Rubio penetrating. And Utah again with the bucket.
But just so under control with the ball. Nice move by Rubio.
Pass to Westbrook. Here's the floater. And the layup is up and in. Westbrook's got 5.
I'll tell you, that's a graceful finish. Not just any old layup. The teardrop.
And Favors kicks to Mitchell. The dish now to Ingles. Gobert the screen. Poked away. Favors passes to Ingles. Shot clock at 6. Over George. Ingles can't get it to go. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Roberson can't hit.
An obvious blunder by the defense that they get away with. Somebody's supposed to be checking him.
Rubio dishes to Gobert. Mitchell kicks to Favors. That shot no good. So the Thunder will take it the other way. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. He said even though this was their first meeting of the year, he did not expect there to be a feeling out period between these teams. He said, we have a group of guys who can score and do it in a hurry. We're going to go right at them and test their defense early on. Looks like they're in attack mode. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thanks for the report, David. So it's all about getting their offense going early on.
And I think that's the right call, guys. Get that rhythm established at the offensive end as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's an important thing for an offensive-minded team to do. You have got to set the tone with a level of aggression on the offensive end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Grant. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Andre Robertson. Crowder, he's checked in for Utah. Cephalosha comes in for Joe Ingles. Now here's Crowder. Gobert with a screen for Rubio. But they recover it. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 6.
Well, there's a certain amount of awareness that you're responsible for having when you're Rudy Gobert, and he makes excellent use of his size right there.
Rubio against Westbrook. Over Rubio. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 7 points for Russell Westbrook.
Oh, such nice touch on that turnaround jumper. That was smooth.
Sefolosha against George. Now here is Sefolosha, guarded closely and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. A different look for Oklahoma City. Noel's checked in for Steven Adams, and it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. Utah also making some changes. Allen's checked in for Donovan Mitchell, and it's Dante Exum in for Ricky Rubio. And Noel throws it down.
And that's an example of his athleticism, right? Nerlens Noel, the ability to leap up and ram it home.
Gobert the screen. Crowder goes in. Kicks to Sefolosha. That's tipped. From deep. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. He's coming off an excellent season. He put up about 22 points a game last season, just over 2 steals and 5 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Outside Crowder. And the pass to Exum. The Jazz working the ball around now. Gobert with a screen on George. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Sefolosha. That's now 8 points for Rudy Gobert. Passes it to George. Utah with the rebound.
Well, defenders are in the area, and that's all it took to force him to change his release.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Schroeder leading the charge. There's Noel and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Noel's got his second bucket tonight.
Don't you love how Noel just sticks with it, never gives up on the possession, working really hard for his guys.
And stolen by Noel. Outside Felton. Here's George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
I don't know if it's underplayed, but there's an all-around aspect to what Paul George does on a night-by-night basis. This guy is an elite two-way player.
And he makes the first. And Greg Paul George, the league leader in steals and deflections in 2018.
And Frank Vogel, who coached him at Indiana, said he always thought PG had Allen Iverson's instincts and Scottie Pippen's body. He's talented enough to disrupt without gambling.
And he makes both free throws. And he was one of many big names in free agency this past summer. Paul George, a huge part of that. But, you know, Greg, he didn't take long to make his decision.
Many expected George to maybe jump to the Lakers. Had been saying it was his dream to play in L.A. for over a year. But credit Westbrook and the Thunder. They won him over. He was one of the first signings in free agency to re-up with OKC.
Back to Schroeder. There's a screen by Noel. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
Well, I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
From 15 feet away, George with the bucket. George has got 6.
Silky, smooth jumper from Paul George, and he just lets it fly whenever he gets free from that spot.
Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. And here's George. 6 points for him. Sefolosha has the open look and unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
The defense not doing its job there. Left him wide open, and I'm sure he's kicking himself for not cashing in.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Thunder in fourth.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
.115 left in the first quarter. Allen's shot is off. The Thunder with the lead. And George kicks it over to Schroeder. Lob pass to George, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, that's about timing and precision and knowing for Paul George how to use that leaping ability to get that alley-oop.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Now here's Exum. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Gobert the screen. Shoots over Patterson. Gobert can't hit. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Noel sets a screen for Schroeder. Shoots over Exum. That's tipped, but he recovers it. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 23 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Crowder. Over Patterson. Here's Gobert. And a missed layup. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Rudy Gobert talks about his expectations for the team.
Every year I want to keep getting better, and you know, people didn't really believe in our team a few years ago. They were kind of, you know, laughing at us. When I say I want to win a championship, people are laughing. But I believe that we're going to win a championship.
Well, and as a competitor, this is what you should be thinking. And, Greg, you should be talking about winning a title.
For sure. I mean, it'll take a lot of work, but Gobert sounds like he's up for the challenge of proving the doubters wrong.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Thunder, guys.
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, you really like the activity on the defensive end. Outstanding, jumping into passing lanes and coming up with steals.
They've got Noel. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Felton. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and it's Abrines in at the small forward position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. The shot comes out. Here's Crowder. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. You know, Doris, many thought Jay Crowder might end up to be the steal of the Irving Thomas trade, but he had a rough start in Cleveland, as you saw.
Well, sometimes, Kevin, the fit isn't just right, but it's amazing he goes to Utah, and all of the toughness and the defensive abilities are exactly what the Jazz are looking for. So sometimes it's just about fit.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Doris, we've seen how much organizations set the tone, set the culture from the top on down. What common traits have you seen among successful team ownership?
Well, boy, oh boy, so many, I think. Obviously, there has to be some level of financial commitment. You have to be willing to hire good talent. You have to be willing to hire coaches that you believe either developmentally are going to have a bright future, or if you're hiring an experienced coach with championship pedigree, are you willing to pay those types of positions? What is your commitment to the non-traditional aspects that we've seen take a more informed role in how decisions are made. What is your analytics department made up of? What is your nutrition, your strength and conditioning, your training program? Are you hiring top-level professionals across the board? And then to me, it's always about, there's a great quote that says, any organization is defined by the worst behavior tolerated at the top of the leadership position.
And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That is his first foul of the game. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Raymond Felton. And Utah also making a switch. Derek Favors checked in for Gobert. Burks with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Burks can't get it to go. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Patterson setting the pick for Schroeder. And stolen by Favors. And now the fast break. Exum with the ball. Crowder, the pass to Exum. Tries yet again. And that one goes long.
Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
Robertson gets the bucket.
So aggressive, fighting his way through contact. Andre Robertson determined to score it there.
Here's Crowder, following the score by Oklahoma City. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's the screen. Exum with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Another miss by Utah. Thunder have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Burks with the steal. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Jeremy Grant comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Dennis Schroeder. Ricky Rubio checked in for the Jazz. Here is Favors. Out left to the wing. Favors with a screen on Westbrook. Over Westbrook. Here's Favors. That one doesn't drop. Adams, some nice D. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Westbrook. That shot off the mark. And Utah the other way now.
And facing a squad that poses some challenges. I mean, they beat them in the playoffs, but lost the regular season series.
Grant sets a screen for Westbrook. Got a piece of it. Here we go, one-on-one. Pulls up, high post. Another miss by Utah.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. And 6'7" swingman Andre Robertson out of the University of Colorado, one of the league's premier defensive specialists.
And Kevin, there's a reason he started for most of his career, and it has nothing to do with his shooting. Now returning from that ruptured patella tendon, will he regain that elite defensive form? Only time will tell.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Out to the wing. Crowder kicks to Rubio. Pass to Favors. 4 on the clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. The Jazz with another miss. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Here's Robertson. Softly drops in the floater. Roberson's got his second bucket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Rubio against Westbrook. Favors with the screen. And Rubio kicks to Crowder. The pass to Burks. They need this one. And Adams sends it back.
And the defense of Steven Adams is so important to this team. They depend on him to be a rim protector now.
A different look for Utah. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Mitchell in for Alec Burks. Here's Mitchell. It's good from long range.
Boy, the scary potential of Donovan Mitchell overall as a scorer, if it's a consistent three-point shot in his arsenal, forget about it, guys.
Abrines kicks to Westbrook. Shoots from 12. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Wow, what a crafty player. Gets it done any way he has to.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Favors. Here's a good screen. Pass to Mitchell. 5 on the clock. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Utah.
And you can see how important those inside baskets are. This is a team that loves to work the ball inside, whether the entry pass or off of a drive. They like to feed on those high percentage looks.
2 on the clock. Ingles.
And their offense has all but disappeared this quarter, shooting in the low 30s for the game. They had some success in that first quarter, but not much since then.
Favors with a screen on Westbrook. In the corner, Crowder with it. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Crowder's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Utah. Westbrook passes to Abrines. Screen by Grant. There's the screen. Westbrook kicks to Grant. Three-pointer. Here's Adams, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
We are talking about a big-time offensive rebounder, and Steven Adams unafraid to impose his will with that frame.
Now, here's Rubio. Nice ball movement by Utah. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
George is checked in for Oklahoma City. Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Utah. Feeds it to Mitchell. He kicks it to Sefolosha. Here's Rubio. Another miss by Utah. The Thunder leading by 4. Here's Abrines looking for his first basket still in this one. Tipped away. Stolen by Mitchell. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Jumps up.
Oh! You got to be kidding. Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Rubio against Westbrook. Shoots over Rubio, and it's Westbrook missing.
Now that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside.
When you go up against the Jazz, Doris, you can expect a deliberate game, a slowed down game.
Oh, there's no question, Kevin. Think last year they were bottom 5 in pace, and 2 years ago they were dead last. So this is a team that takes its time offensively, takes advantage of the shot clock, and just continues to work their offense to seek the most advantageous matchup.
And Utah making a change here. Gobert's checked in. It's George on the wing. Ingles covering. 6 on the shot clock. George, no good. Utah has gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Knocked away. Stolen by George. Kicks it to Westbrook. Screen by Adams. George with no one around. Oklahoma City gets it back. It's George on the wing. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. George has got 10.
You've got to be prepared on the catch to release quickly, and Paul George does that as well as anyone in the league.
Gobert the pass to Rubio. Gobert the screen. Lock at 6. Sefolosha against Grant. Sefolosha misses.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
Offensive rebound. George against Ingles. Right side George. Over Ingles. Hits the close range jumper. George has got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Mitchell kicks to Sefolosha. Mitchell outside. Pass to Sefolosha. They set the pick. Mitchell outside. Gobert with a screen for Mitchell. Can't hit that one. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Here's Aprinas. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And it's a 9-point Thunder lead.
Well, Russell Westbrook has excelled at being a facilitator. You love when he's focused on making his teammates better. Guys, that's number 2 on him. And they do not need him to sit right away. But one more foul before the half, and he'll be headed to the bench.
Well, Rudy Gobert has taken on more of a leadership role with this team. Clearly a difference maker on the court with his defense, and will get the team to fall in line.
Gentlemen,
hard to argue with one of the elite rim protectors in our league.
A free throw drops for Gobert. And with Gobert, he does so much as a defender with his impact, Greg, in the paint.
Yeah, and Gobert does so much in terms of cleaning up his teammates' mistakes while they're defending out there on the perimeter. It allows his teammates to be more aggressive on D, knowing he's going to be that last line of defense. And Gobert won't let them get too comfortable, as he is one of the more vocal players in terms of shaping their D.
Well, obviously, Rudy Gobert sets himself apart on the defensive end. I once had a coach tell me, Rudy Gobert is a defense unto himself. The shot blocking, the shot altering, and one of the best rebounders in the game.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Now, really found his stroke here in the second quarter after missing everything in the first.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. And there's the pass to George. Over Mitchell. They get it again, and Noel kicks to Felton. George against Mitchell. George dishes to Schroeder. There's a screen by Noel. In the corner, it's Patterson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Doris with Gobert in his defense. It goes beyond the shot block.
Oh, my goodness, Kevin, way beyond the shot blocking. That reach bothers enough shots that even when he doesn't block it, he's a problem.
Allen's shot is off. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Felton kicks it over to Schroeder. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Mitchell against George. Good D by Mitchell.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
The shot comes out. Excellent D there from George. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. Exum kicks to Allen. Back to Exum. Gobert with a screen on Schroeder. Here's Exum. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
This has been absolutely brutal. Missed every shot this quarter. He needs to keep his head up and keep working.
Back to George. Shot to end this cold run. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 4th assist in this one. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
Well, they've been playing with some toughness. This led to a nice lead for them, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers. Now they need to stay mean, Ernie. You cannot lose that edge in the second half.
Kenny, what do you have to say about the Jazz?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that's going to do it for...
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, everyone. You can see Chesapeake Energy Arena there in the background as the cars stream down I-40. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
I don't think you could ask for anything more from this guy. He has been fantastic to start this one.
Jazz trail by 7. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Rubio teams up with Mitchell in the backcourt. Ingles outside with Favors at power forward. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Mitchell left side. And Grant sends it back.
Well, he's got to be a defensive stalwart, and Jeremy Grant using his size to send it back.
Here's Roberson in the corner. George with it. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Boy, he's so used to having a hand in his face that I think it caught him off guard to be that wide open.
The 11-footer, and he knocks down the jumper. George has got the lead up to 9 now for the Thunder.
Well, Paul George has got a tight handle, right? The zig, the zag, and his way through the porous defense.
And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Gobert, the screen. 6 to shoot. Favors sets the pick for Rubio. Over Westbrook. Westbrook with the block.
Oh, my goodness. Russell Westbrook twice on the pipe sends that shot back. My goodness.
He gives them a double-digit lead. And now an 11-point Thunder lead.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Here is Rubio. Steven Adams making his last shot. Mitchell kicks to Favors. Over Westbrook. Another miss by Utah.
They were hoping for a fast start. Instead, they're 0 for 4.
Here's Roberson, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Mitchell passes to Ingles. Favors with the screen. Another miss by Utah.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously cold right now, but he's trying to find that rhythm. You've got to keep working.
And they're just dominating on both ends, and it's reflected now in the score.
Oh, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Utah calls timeout. Doris, when you talk about coaching, aside from wins and losses, how can you gauge if a coach is doing a good job?
Well, you make a great point, Kevin, because if an organization is in a rebuild situation, then winning is almost impossible because you're outgunned and outmanned every single night. So to evaluate those coaches, here are the things I would look at. One, are you maximizing the talent at your disposal? Are your player development skills at such a degree that you're seeing incremental improvement from the guys on your roster? And then ultimately, Kevin, are guys playing hard? Are they competitive every night? Even if the wins don't necessarily show in the box score and at the end of the, the regular season, the reality is, are you playing hard? Are you competitive?
Crowder, he's checked in for Derek Favors. Knocks it loose. Stolen by George. Outside Westbrook. With the floater, and he sinks the layup. Westbrook's got 6 here in this quarter.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
There's no doubt. They're making all the right moves. Their chemistry tonight has been phenomenal.
Now, here's Rubio. Five to shoot. Gobert with a screen on Westbrook. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Nothing they're doing on the defensive end is working. They've got to figure something out, and fast.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Jazz trail by 21. Utah calls timeout.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Alec Burks comes in for Mitchell. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scores in the NBA from last year's campaign. The 4th spot held by Steven Adams.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
High arcing shot.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Adams sets the pick for Westbrook. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Rubio. Count that bucket.
This is the pace that Rubio loves, fast and furious.
The Thunder leading by 19 points. There's the pick. Screen by Grant. Adams with the screen on Burks. Here's Roberson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Alec Burks.
Well, an elite perimeter defender, Andre Roberson uses that impressive length to bother players. What a solid role player this guy has become.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses.
What is really compelling to me is the way the Utah Jazz team plays defense. Yes, it starts with the Stifle Tower, Rudy Gobert, but there is commitment and there is great structure in what they want to do on the defensive end, and I'll tell you, it is absolutely suffocating at times.
He hits the second from the line. And for the Jazz, defense is the identity this team builds around.
You look at nearly every defensive metric from a season ago, the Jazz were near the top in most. They are great at forcing turnovers, great at closing out possessions with excellent defensive rebounding, and they do a great job of bothering shots and rotating in necessary positions. I love this team on that end of the floor.
Shot by Crowder, no good.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
They get it back. The kick out to Westbrook. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Thunder making a switch here. Abrines is checked in.
Alex Abrines.
Here's Adams. The kick out to Westbrook. The shot, no good. Good D by Rubio. Jazz trail by 20. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outer dishes to Burks. Gobert, the screen. Off the screen, Burks, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, you simply have to admire the shooting ability of Alec Burks. How good is he off the screen?
Westbrook against Rubio. Baseline try, and that's good for two. 21 points for Russell Westbrook.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Now, here's Burks. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
I'll tell you, if he keeps missing shots, it's going to be a tough night to try to trim this lead.
Westbrook with it. Covered by Rubio. Good D by Rubio. Crowder goes in, taken away. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
No, obviously something that, you know, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel checks in for Grant. Felton comes in for Alex Abrines. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Schroeder kicks to Felton. Adams with the screen on Burks. Burks against Felton. Over Cephalosha. And too long on the shot.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
Now, here's Burks. O'Neal a screen on Felton. Off the screen, Burks. Yep, that one goes in there. Burks has got 4 points this quarter.
Beautiful touch from Burks. He excels at knocking down these mid-range shots.
George against O'Neal. Outside, Felton. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from 14. Got a hand on it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Patterson, he's checked in for Steven Adams. And Utah with a change here, too. Allen's checked in. Jazz trail by 18. Now, here's Exum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. He dishes it to Allen. Gobert with a screen for Allen. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
No one near Felton as he lets it go. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. The feed to Allen. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Allen's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, how about the outstanding vision from the crafty point guard, Dante Exum, seeing the floor beautifully.
And George kicks to Felton. Schroeder with a screen on Allen. Felton the pass to Schroeder. Patterson the screen. And that one's good. Schroeder's got 5.
And a good judge of spacing. Sees he can get it off over the taller man.
He did a nice job feeling the defense out, rising up with ease from the perimeter.
Now here's Exum. Gobert down low. He's covered by Noel, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And really, this is where efficiency matters. Value every possession.
You simply have to make smart decisions. You're only hurting yourself with these miscalculations.
There's a screen by Noel. Patterson a screen on O'Neal. And here's George for 3. Utah with the rebound.
His shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Felton against Allen. Gobert with a screen for Allen. Passes to O'Neal. Gobert the screen. They get it back. The Thunder leading by 17. Now Schroeder. He's got 5. On the wing, George. George double teamed. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Schroeder dishes to Felton. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 5th assist in this one. Jazz trailed by 19. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Cephalosha kicks to Gobert. It's Allen on the wing. He's covered by Felton. 4 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Noel's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And that's a foul. It's called on Thabo Cephalosha. That is his first foul of the game. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Then for the Jazz, Favors comes in for Gobert. And it's Joe Ingles in for Royce O'Neal. We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. Here's Noel. That one good for 2. Noel's got 6 points.
And honestly, you hope for more of this from Nerlens Noel moving forward. This guy must develop his interior game.
Now here's Allen. Not a lot of room. They can't stop the run with that one. The Thunder leading by 21. Here's Roberson. Softly drops in the floater. Roberson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Andre Robertson, a little separation on the interior. That's pretty.
Exum passes to Cephalosha. Ingles kicks to Allen. Cephalosha setting the pick for Allen. Another miss by Utah. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Patterson for the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Patterson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Now here's Exum. He's guarded by Schroeder. Exum passes to Cephalosha. Pulls it from 20. Off target.
Well, the tight defense of Patrick Patterson having a huge impact right now. And for a stretch 4, guys, don't mistake it. He can play both ways.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to the action after this word. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. We've got Dennis Schroeder. Patrick Patterson is out there with Noel. And it's Luwawu in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Patterson can't get it to go.
Well, he hasn't been a big contributor tonight for sure, but it hasn't prevented them from being in a position to grab the win.
Now, here's Exum. He's guarded by Schroeder. In the corner, Cephalosha with it. Bradley kicks to Exum. Bradley sets the pick for Exum. Tries again. And another shot. Bradley can't get it to go. Oklahoma City shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Here's Luwawu. Covered by Cephalosha. Patterson a screen on Cephalosha. Patterson the screen. Cephalosha with the steal. To the middle and stolen by Noel. Now here's Schroeder. Tight defense on him. And Luwawu gets it to go. Luwawu's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Thunder. Exum passes to Udo. He kicks to Cephalosha. It's Allen on the wing. Back to Cephalosha. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Boy, nice feed. Leading him into some space. A nice catch on the run, too. Wow.
Pass to Diallo. As basketball becomes more global, we continue to see veterans come from abroad and Doris make an impact as role players in the league.
You know what I love, Kevin, is great basketball players could come from any place in the world. And obviously, general managers now have got to expand their field of vision. They've got to have international scouting. But the NBA would be a lot less rich a place if we did not have Dirk Nowitzki, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, the unicorn in New York City, Kristaps Porzingis. I don't care where players come from. All I want to know is, can they play basketball? And if they can, I want to watch them.
Allen's gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field, 33%. Here's Luwawu. Burks covering, kept alive. A second chance effort, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
That's his first personal foul. Timothy Luwawu. Shooting 2.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. Doors with a more punitive luxury tax, draft picks with their cost-controlled salaries, never more important than they are today.
No doubt, Kevin. I think teams are very hesitant to part with first-round picks because they have been critical. But I think you also have to consider the second-round picks as being valuable assets. Think about the Golden State Warriors. In each of the last 2 years, they have purchased for money a second-round pick from another organization, and both times those players ended up being critical parts of the rotation. Every draft pick, first or second round, has value.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
6 on the shot clock. There's the steal. Out to the right wing. Back to Abrines. Here's Luwawu. Burks covering. Shot clock at 5. Here's Luwawu. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And here's Burks. Screen by Udoh. To the inside, Allen. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Luwawu. Burks covering. No good from Luwawu.
Boy, that's high impact defense in the lane, standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
Burks dishes to Bradley, and he banks in the layup.
Well, Burks showing he's more than just a scorer. Terrific pass to his teammate.
Thunder have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. There's a screen by Noel. Look at the state of the game. International League's getting better and better, Doris. There's no doubt about it. We see it at Olympic times and during FIBA play in between. We see a lot of NBA players who have spent time abroad, and I think they come back better.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Kevin. I think wherever you can hone your craft and do it in a competitive environment where winning and losing is at stake on a nightly basis, it has so many opportunities for learning and growth. So, okay, I can't turn it over 5 times in a competitive environment, regardless of what league I'm playing in, because that's to the detriment of my team. If I'm lazy on the defensive end, I'm going to get exposed by good offensive players. To me, Kev, I love any time there's competitive basketball being played. I want to watch it.
Love that answer.
If he were shooting a bit better tonight, they'd be much further ahead in the scoreboard.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Bradley kicks to Burks. There's the pick. In the corner, Crowder with it. Sinks the triple.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
You know, guys, what's so interesting to me about Alec Burks, now that he's a veteran in this league, he's never been a starter for a long, extended stretch, but he's always been in the rotation. For me, the next step for this guy is just being more consistent.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Patterson. Paul George comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. Roberson, he's checked in for Alex Abrines. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Diallo. Utah also making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Bradley. Favors comes in for Udoh. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Burks. Outside for George. That 3 off the mark. Now for Burks last season, Doris, able to play more after being sidelined with injuries in the past.
Well, you think about those injuries really are the only thing that stepped between him and having a larger role, because this guy has a terrific shot from deep, and in the NBA, that's always a valued commodity.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Now, here's Rubio. A floater. Yep, that one goes.
Oh, you have to appreciate Rubio's creativity. Floats that one in.
Screen by Adams. Roberson the pass to Adams. Here's Schroeder. No good that time. And it's Utah the other way. Rubio outside. Inside. It's stolen by Adams. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Rubio with the rebound. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul, third team foul.
The Thunder leading by 22. Schroeder kicks to George. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Tuesday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Friday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for the matchup with the Celtics, it's always interesting for top teams to see how they compare to the best in the East. This will be a chance to see just what this group is made of.
Rubio against Grant. Clock at 6. Rubio the pass to Favors. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Wow, able to survey over the top of defenses as well as squeeze into tight quarters. Rubio is the consummate playmaker.
Now here's Schroeder. Here's George. Crowder pulls it in, and it's Utah's ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Mitchell wide open. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And Roberson kicks it over to Schroeder. Looking for George. He gets it there. Crowder with the steal. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
That's so much that Rubio gives you. The last thing that has to come to me is the range shooting.
And Ricky Rubio might be one of the most unselfish players in the league. And not only for his passing and how much he enjoys piling up assists, but how he does a great job adjusting to what the team needs him to do and not worrying about his own game.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And that one falls for Ricky Rubio. And for Rubio, who has been in the eye of the media for so long, Greggy's always been unselfish. We've always seen that in his style of play.
You're right, Kevin. You've always been able to see that with Rubio's game. Great at making quick reads, seeing passes before they develop. I mean, he can see who's open and who's going to be open before he even catches a pass.
And you can't help but notice that Ricky Rubio has grown as a player.
Well, he talked a little bit about losing his mom recently, and he was very close to her, and he said it changed his priorities and perspective on life, and that balance has translated to more effectiveness on the court.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Now here's Gobert to the paint. There's the pick. Favors and slam dunk by Gobert.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Schroeder passes to Adams. And here's George for 3. Hits it from three-point range. George has got 23 points.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Schroeder against Rubio. Mitchell left side. And Adams sends it back. Schroeder with the ball. Poked loose. Here's Mitchell to the middle. And it's Rubio. That time on the assist by Mitchell. Rubio's got 6 here in this quarter.
I tell you, unwilling to settle for something on the perimeter, Rubio sticks his nose inside.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, just a matter of he needs to be there a split second earlier. Not much room for error when you're setting a screen.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Jazz. Utah calls timeout. Paul George really making a difference here.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat him.
we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And the decision-making tonight has just been outstanding. If the shot hasn't been there for him, he's just kept the ball moving. And that patience is how he's gotten his field goal percentage to almost 60 here tonight.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And Gobert kicks to Ingles. Nice ball movement by Utah. Rubio sets the pick for Mitchell. Favors with the screen. And it's Mitchell missing. The Thunder leading by 16. The pass to Adams. George with the ball. Adams with the screen on Ingles. Shot clock at 6. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. To the wing on the left. Grant kicks to Roberson. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
There's no doubt. They're really clicking. What an amazing all-around effort to take a huge lead like this late in the game.
Now, here's Ingles. Pass to Favors. Rubio outside. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. George has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Oklahoma City.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. They were disciplined and focused.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Russell Westbrook.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Alex Abrinas has checked in for Paul George. Utah also making some changes. Crowder, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Burks in for Donovan Mitchell. Now here's Crowder. Rubio. Favors with the screen. Adams, some nice D.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Grant against Crowder. Grant kicks to Abrinas. That one off the back iron and out. Now, here is O'Neal. Got a hand on it.
The defense from Andre Roberson is nothing short of sensational.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together, and we can just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.